Hello and what's up, GSC Pokemon Challenges fam? How you guys doing? This is Teo coming back with another one of these runs. And we're just going to keep this Falkner Minimal Battle Series going. This is my first episode back. Sorry, there was a little bit of a delay. Had a minor surgery last week. I'm kind of on the mend still, but I'm going to try to get through this. We're going to try to keep this one going. Today, we are coming back with 14 new challengers. So far, we're 74 pass, 46 fail. Still batting like 60%, 65% maybe on this. Like, Falkner's really not proven to be that hard. Today, we could have a really mixed bag though. We're starting off with the Ponyta line, which might struggle if we get a lot of mud slaps, I'm not sure. Then we've got the Slowpoke, Slowbro, and we're going to bring Slowking in from GSC in order to test that one out. The Magnemite line could be very interesting. In my own runs, I've used Mud Slap a lot against like Jasmine's Magnemites because it's 4 times super effective. It's a really good move. We could end up in this situation where that is too much to overcome on Falkner himself. Then we've gotten a lot of birds. We've got the Farfetch'd Doduo line, Murkrow. I think they'll do fine as long as they start off with decent moves. Misdreavus is going to be kind of a mystery. I'm not sure what we start with there. If we only have like a ghost type move, we can't even damage the Pokemon in Falkner's gym, so we're going to have to check that out. Then we've got 2 final interesting ones, Wobbuffet and Girafarig. I don't know a lot about them other than that Wobbuffet doesn't attack directly, so we're just going to have to see how that goes. Well, with that being said, let's get into some action. All right, and today we're going to be starting off with Rapidash. We don't really have a good comparison for Rapidash here, so we're just going to kind of run through everything as quick as we can. So I will be Teo. Let's run through this. Mom, standard stuff. Good to see you again, Mom. It's been a while. Been a couple weeks. But yeah, we're going to get back into this action here. Alright, and Professor Elm, here he is. We're going to just do this whole thing. Now, I decided to put the Rapidash into the Cyndaquil Ball. I think it's natural. A lot of people have been saying even when you don't have a type disadvantage, you should go up against the Chikorita line. But in this case, I think we're going to start with fire type moves, so I think that would be way too OP. So, yeah. Here we are starting off with Tackle, Growl, Tail Whip, and Ember. Okay, so we do have a fire type move right from the beginning, and I think we're going to be just fine with this set, but let's just see how it goes. So here, let's go ahead and get the berries. We know we need berries. Everybody wants a berry. I would eat some berries right now. Get the antidote right there. Oh man, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been sitting here doing this. It's kind of nice. Kind of nice to be back in my chair, not on my back in the hospital. So, yeah, I'll take that. So here we go. Professor Elm, he's like, oh no. Oh no, some kid took my Pokemon. Here, I'm going to remove the berry for now. I don't think we need it. Let's go ahead and fight this boyo. Okay. So here, I mean, Tail Whip him, tackle him. Oh yeah, we're doing way better than him here. Easy win. Look at the rival go down. There's no problem there. Who needs berries? Come on. But speaking of, I've been doing some Gen 1 runs with a Gen 2 Overworld textures mod, and people really like that, so I probably will keep doing it. Gen 2 is a much prettier game. Here we're gonna go Ember. Not quite a one-hitter, it will be 2-hitter on the Pidgey. Get to level 6, and here we can just destroy that rat. There we go. Mikey, you never had a shot, buddy. Here I'm gonna heal up just very quickly before we go into the gym, and I'm kind of feeling confident. Maybe we don't need berries here. So in Falkner's gym, let's just go ahead and check out our stats. We've made it to level 6. We've got 25 HP with Rapidash. Tackle, Growl, Tail Whip, and Ember is the moveset. We've got 18 in attack, 15 in defense, 16 in both the specials, and 19 in speed. I think we might even speed tie or outspeed here on this first Spearow. That's nuts. Let's see, what is Spearow's speed again? It has 19 speed, so we are in a speed tie right here off the bat. So we get the first Ember off, it pecks us, we Ember, we burn it, we get another Ember, and burn, of course, lowers its attack, so we take it down easily. No need for a berry, come on, nobody needs berries here. Alright, so now the second Pidgey comes out. We're gonna keep using Ember here. But the fact that those are 3-hit KOs with Ember has me a little bit nervous, because I think that means that we're not going to be in any sort of good range on Falkner, since he leads off with an equally leveled Pidgey. Yeah. So here, getting into the Falkner fight, we have a level 8 Rapidash now, 31 HP. We've got the same moveset, no change there. But now our attack is up to 23, we've got 18 defense, 20 in the specials, which are relevant because I plan to use Ember here. And we've got 24 speed, so we should outspeed everything very, very easily here. Let's just see if we can make this work. We've added the berry so that if we take a bit of damage, we can heal up mid-battle. Let's just try. Falkner, round 1. Okay, there he is. He's sending out a pigeon. I think we should just put Ember in the top slot. Oh, we get a crit right off the bat. Oh, but we get mud slapped and our accuracy is down. No, we already healed. No, come on. Come on. Oh god, now we can't hit anything. Oh man, he only mud slapped me once and I should have been able to hit him. Okay, we took down the Pidgey finally, but now we're dead. So, yeah, first attempt is a fail there against Falkner. That was terrible. We almost one-shot with that Ember, and then we just started getting mud slaps to death. Like, are you kidding me? Okay, let's try again. Okay. There we take down the Pidgey with only 1 accuracy drop. We outspeed and we get the burn on Pidgeotto. That is nice, nice. Okay, we hit another Ember. Oh, it's going down. There we go. So the difference between the first one where we almost one-shot the Pidgey and then we couldn't hit anymore versus the second one where we just destroyed him. We got to chalk that up to bad luck. This is why when people are like, you should do a whole run with no resets, because that's the only way you know it's consistent is if you did it with no resets. Like, no reset runs are just, they're just bad, guys. There's so much luck in the world of Pokemon. You know, like, you just can't do no reset runs. Like, if you do no reset runs, you've either over-leveled way too much, or you just got god tier luck. That's it. Those are the only 2 options for getting no reset runs. Okay, we're going for minimum battles. We're trying to figure out what is actually the minimum necessary to beat the game. And here, we found it. With Rapidash, if you don't get stupid luck, you're just fine here. This is just fine. There's no problem here. We easily managed to take that one down. And yeah, this is a Pokemon that should do fine in the next section. We should be just fine against Bugsy. Then, I mean, we at least have Tackle as a coverage move in order to take down rival number 2. I'm just trying to see, I believe we learned Swift. Yes, we do. So we'll get an upgrade on Tackle even. So we should at least have a shot in that next section. We're also going to get access to a Charcoal, but I guess that's after the rival. And we will, I don't think we get to Stomp before him, but you know, still, we're gonna have some chances here, I think. So yeah, let's just try it. But for now, we have gotten through Falkner with the Rapidash. Nice, save the game. Now let's come back. Let's try to do this with Ponyta. So now time to come back with Ponyta, and the real question is, does it start off with Ember on its moveset? If it does, then I think we're fine, but if it doesn't, then I think we're really in bad shape. I'm not sure Tackle's going to do that much. We should still have decent speed, but we won't outspeed on the first Spearow. Otherwise, there would be no point in evolving, ever. So yeah. Okay. So here we are, we're going to pick up our Ponyta. Let's see what the moveset is at the start. We've only got Tackle and Growl. Oh god. I don't know that we get Ember before we fight against Falkner, which means we're just going to be tackling there. We may need far more luck and far more help from the berries in this one. All right, so we know Growl and Tackle. I think we're going to Growl first on this one. I'm going to keep the berry on. We're going to go hard on berries here, I think. Okay, so here, let's just go ahead and get the Growl on him first. Nice. Now I think we can get the advantage on him. Obviously the berry triggered, so that will definitely allow us to win as long as he doesn't go crazy on crits here. There we go. So we defeat Rival 1, that's no problem. I'm going to go to the Ruins of Alph. I'm going to go get an extra berry here. See if I can remember how to do the puzzle. So there we go. I sense a presence here. So now apparently we're supposed to go here and we're supposed to escape rope. And now a door opens. We get the berry. We get a poison cure berry. Get energy powder and heal powder. And let's check the stats here. I'm gonna save really quickly first, but let's now check the tail of the tape on Ponyta. We're coming in at level 6. We've got 23 HP. We have Tackle and Growl as our moveset. We've added a berry just to be safe. We've got 17 attack, 13 defense, 14 in the specials, 17 in speed. The specials don't really matter because we aren't going to get Ember in this section. So yeah, we're just going to have to see if Tackle's enough. Let's go. So here we are outsped by the Spearow. Not much we can do there. I'm going to give it a Growl just to lower its attack output. And it gets a critical hit immediately, of course. But that Growl does get it down to doing 5 damage per hit, which is, I think, what we want. That is terrible. Terrible. I'm just saying, that is terrible. That is not what you want. So we're either going for double crits when we're at 15 or a single crit when we're at 16. Which means this one is just incredibly close. There we get the critical hit, but we're going to get knocked out right here. He's doing 5 to 6 damage. The 6 takes a really high roll, but still, like, you know, they nerfed status debuffs way too much in Gen 2, in my opinion. Because Gen 1, if we used 2 Growls, it would actually make a very significant dent in him. There we finally get the critical hit. Okay, this time, or this reset counter, the attempt counter says 9 attempts, but there's a glitch in it where if I press the button too many times at the end after it says Ponyta fainted, if I press the A button one more time, it completely resets the attempt counter. I have to be careful of that, so I've probably actually taken closer to 30 attempts to get through this. There we go, we finally beat Honest Abe. So, yeah, we get to level 7. That's nice. But I'm going to go out. I'm going to heal. Oh, that was terrible, terrible. Let's go ahead and fight the God Rod. Rodney. I'm not worried about Rodney. I'm going to growl at him once just to reduce damage. That gets him down to 3 damage per hit. Which I think with the berry will be enough. I hope. Tackle's just really not doing that much. Okay. Here, I think we have to growl. Oh, and he gets the critical hit. No, Rodney. You were supposed to be bad. Oh, man. He is the God Rod. I think we need 5 hits to get through this, so I think we're dead. That's 2 losses to the God Rod. Oh, man. We're already on the 3rd attempt against the God Rod here. Okay. Here he gets a miss. That's nice. Man, these tackle fights where everybody's missing are terrible. Okay, we still have 14 HP. I'm going to growl. We're going to use the berry there. We should have 7 hits. We should only need 5 to connect in order to win. So we should have won this time. But man, oh man. Okay, we learned Tail Whip. I'm not sure that that's actually going to be all that useful here, though. I'm going to give a berry. I'm going to give a potion. Let's save the game. Oh man, Ponyta. I'm very nervous right here. Okay, let's see the tail of the tape for Ponyta. We're at level 8. We've got 28 HP. We're coming in with only Tackle, Growl, and Tail Whip now. We just added Tail Whip at the end of that last fight. I'm giving a berry for sure in this one. We've got 21 attack, 16 defense, 18 in the specials, but we're not going to get Ember, so it doesn't matter. We've got 22 speed. We will outspeed everything. This one's going to be tough, I think. The Mud Slaps are going to make this really hard to get through. So, first things first, I think I'm just going to try just all-out attack here. So we're just going for the tackles and just praying that they hit. This Pidgey appears to be a 4-hit KO here, which means that our berry even activated there. And here, even though we outspeed, this Pidgeotto's doing way too much damage to us. Okay. Let's try a Tail Whip here first. And then tackle him. The problem is that now we can't hit because of Mud Slap. I'm going to reset there. Okay. Let's give a Growl. And now a Tail Whip fails, of course. Of course it does. Like, the point of the Growl is it gets him down to doing 3 damage per hit as opposed to 5 damage per hit. So in theory, we're doing a lot better here. The only argument for going Tackle first is that, or just going all in on Tackle, is that you could get 2 critical hits, which would allow us to get through with only 1 accuracy drop. But I've said before, if we need multiple critical hits in order to get a range, I'm not going for it because that's too much luck to ask for it to run. That's not realistic at all. So here we are at 50 resets, and we've found that we can get to Pidgeotto, but this is not happening, guys. And the reason this isn't happening is because we always get accuracy drops from the first Pidgey. In theory, we could get through with 1 accuracy drop, assuming that we just tackle and we got 2 critical hit tackles on the Pidgey in a row. That's insane luck. We're not going for that. The next best strat is to go Tail Whip, Tackle, Tackle, with one of the tackles having to be a critical hit, and then we can get through with only 2 accuracy drops from this Pidgey. And then when we get to the Pidgeotto's doing 8 damage per hit at the beginning. We can growl it down to 5 damage per hit, but we've already got accuracy drops, so we're not hitting that every time. And then our tackles are also dropped in accuracy, so we're not hitting those every single time. And we saw with a Tail Whip and a tackle, it's like a 5-hit KO on the Pidgeotto. So this one is basically, for any reasonable intents and purposes, impossible. The only other thing to check is, and we'll do this, we're resetting the counter here, is could we get through if we went for struggle strats, right? Everybody loves to know the struggle strats, if they would be possible. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to just set everything to be, you know, zeros and all of the PP. And let's go in. Let's just try struggle strats here. We do have a high attack stat, so struggle is looking like a 3-hit KO here. Now, if we get a critical hit here, we may be able to just 2-hit KO the first Pidgey. I believe struggle can critical hit just like anything. We get a miss turn 1, we hit turn 2, we're gonna struggle and die there. So yeah, this one I think we can very safely say Ponyta, not good enough. It fails. So yeah, I think we just have to call it here, guys. It was a nice run, Ponyta, but you're out. Yeah. Alright, so we can safely say that Ponyta is out of here. It just doesn't pass Falkner. It would need insane critical hit luck. Struggle strats do not work with this Pokemon. I'm sorry, people who want the struggle strats. So Ponyta's just purely eliminated. So coming back and looking, we can now add one more Pokemon to the pass. We've got Rapidash up there, but we add one more Pokemon to the fail. Ponyta joins the likes of Cyndaquil, just can't get through. If it started with Ember, it would have had a shot. The fact that it doesn't have Ember is entirely the problem. So now let's get into the next set. We're going to actually look at Slowking first. Let's just see, going from Slowking down to Slowpoke, do these ones beat Falkner on minimum battles? Alright, so here we've put Slowking into the Totodile Ball. We'll be up against the Chikorita line in this one. Let's just see, we start with Curse and Tackle. Ooh, interesting. So I'm debating how to treat Curse in this generation, because as a TM, it could be a completely broken move, because of course it lowers speed but increases, I believe, attack and defense. But this could be a spot where it makes perfect sense. We start with it on our moveset, and we're a bulky water type Pokemon. So in theory at least, this could be a very useful strategy. So Rival 1, let's try him properly this time. Alright, so here I'm going to go Curse turn 1. Attack and defense went up. Let's Curse again. We're just going to curse up a bit. You know, gotta say all the naughty words here at this Chikorita. Okay, and we easily win there because we've got the defense boost plus the attack boost, so that kind of makes sense. Okay, so here we go into Falkner's gym. Alright, tail of the tape. We've got Slowking here at level 6. We've got 29 HP. We've got Curse, Tackle, and Growl now. We've added a berry just to be able to survive more hits. We've got 15 attack, 16 defense, 18 special attack, 20 special defense, though those don't really matter. We don't have any special moves. We've only got 10 speed. We're not outspeeding anything. I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and try Honest Abe for the first time here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to growl at him first, and then go into my Curse setup here. The idea being that we're both lowering his attack and boosting our own defense. Okay, now I'm going to tackle him. This looks like a 4-hit KO, and he's only doing 2 damage per hit. Oh, 3-hit KO. So we get through just fine there. That was fine. No problem. And here, it's looking like another 2-hitter. No problem. Okay, so we get to level 8 there. No problem at all. Slowking, now level 8. We've got 35 HP. Got Curse, Tackle, Growl, and a berry as we go into Falkner. We've got 19 attack, 20 defense. Our defense is pretty nice. The special attack and special defense don't matter here. We've only got 12 speed. We're not going to outspeed anything. That's perfectly fine. The question is he going to use Mud Slap on us with the first Pidgey? If the answer is yes, then I think we just boost up all the way and pray, basically. If he doesn't use it, then if he goes Tackle, then we're golden. But let's just find out what the case is. So here, okay, he tackles. Oh, that's amazing. Yes, tackle me. So now I'm going to set up all the curses right here on this first Pidgey. All 6. He's only doing 2 damage per hit now. And now tackle misses turn 1. Almost one-shots turn 2. Okay. We move on to Pidgeotto. He uses Gust, which only does 2 damage. Gets a critical hit, but it doesn't matter. It's a 2-hit KO there. Slowking completely destroys Falkner. That was amazing, but it all comes down to the fact that he wasn't using Mud Slap that made that super, super easy. Oh, God. So here we are. We have made it through that battle. Feeling pretty good here. I do think we have a slight advantage in the sense that we'll be able to set up all the curses against the next opponent, which will be Bugsy, on his Metapod. I don't think he swaps out Pokemon. I'll have to investigate that. But yeah, if we can just set up all the curses, we can just sit there and spam tackle. Or, I mean, if he uses Harden with the cocoons, we could use Water Gun in that spot, maybe. But, yeah, I think that will be enough to get through the next section. And Water Gun should at least give us a chance against Rival 2. That's amazing. Slowking, you legend. Oh, Slowking. Absolute beast. Alright, so now time to take on Slowbro. Alright, so here we can pick up our Slowbro. And here, what is Slowbro's starting moveset? Ooh, it's very different. Slowbro actually gets Growl and Water Gun, where Slowking did not. What is this? So we actually have maybe a better setup here with Slowbro. This is nuts. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, so here we're coming back to Cherry Grove. I'm gonna go ahead and take this berry off of my Slowbro, save the game, and let's just see how this goes. So first things first, I think here we lead off with Curse, because we're gonna use Tackle in this fight. So may as well just Curse up. You know, like we can just keep raising our attack and defense. Okay, so we've got a bunch of curses now. And here, 2-hit KO, easy win against Rival 1. There we go. But yeah, this is really strange. I thought that Slowking and Slowbro would at least have the same moveset at level 5. Turns out, no. Wonder why that's the case. I wonder if there are certain trainers that have a Slowbro, but not a Slowking, so they gave this moveset in order to guarantee they'd have certain moves. Alright, so here we're coming into the gym. First things first, let's give a berry here. So Slowbro, he's good to go there. We'll just save the game. And we're coming in. At level 6, we've got 29 HP coming in. We've got Curse, Tackle, Growl, and Water Gun. And we've got the berry, of course. We've got 15 attack, 20 defense, 18 special attack, 16 special defense, 20 speed. Obviously, our special attack's higher than our special defense. So unless we have a situation where Curse is the best strategy, I think we just go Water Gun. Let's not mess around. Let's just see. On Honest Abe, can we just go Water Gun here and just easily win? Because that would be hilarious. Okay, he's doing 5 damage per hit. Of course he outspeeds us, but it looks like we've got a 4-hit KO here. Like, we didn't even need that berry. So yeah, that was an easy win. Alright, so here, let's go ahead and slap... Oop, I used a berry. No, I meant to give the berry. Okay, but here, let's save the game. Let's go ahead and try Falkner now. So just to follow up, we've leveled up a couple times. So we're level 8 now. We've got 35 HP. Same moveset that we came in with. But now we've got 19 attack, 25 defense, 23 special attack, 20 special defense, 12 speed. The special attack is actually relevant because we may go Water Gun here. Let's just see. Here's my basic game plan. I'm going to lead off here with some curses in order to boost my defense primarily. I mean, we could probably even go +6 here. It's probably not a big deal. He gets double back-to-back critical hits on me. Okay, but here we've cursed all the way up, so now we can tackle this Pidgey. Not quite a one-hitter, but a two-hitter. Move on to Pidgeotto, who's not going to do much. Only 2 damage with Gust, and we easily win. So Slowbro, just like Slowking, no problem. Absolute beast. And, I mean, these Pokemon could struggle against Bugsy if Fury Cutter gets nice and built up, but if we can curse up before that and basically just get Bugsy in a 1 or 2 hit KO range on his Scyther, I think we just win. So, yeah, that's pretty nice. I'll take it. Slowbro, you're an absolute bro, dude. Now we're gonna just step down to Slowpoke. I think Slowpoke's gonna get Curse and Tackle, and that might be enough. So, yeah, let's just find out. Okay, so Slowpoke time. There we go. We're not gonna give him a name, but yeah, he starts with Curse and Tackle. That's just completely ridiculous, because we're so defensive already. And attack is also pretty decent. We just don't have speed, but we don't need speed with this strategy. So we have made it to Falkner's gym. Let's do the tail of the tape. We're at level 6. We've got 28 HP, so just slightly less HP than Slowbro. Curse, Tackle, Growl is the same set as we had with Slowking. We've got 14 attack, 14 defense, 11 in the specials, 8 in speed. We're never outspeeding anything, but that just kind of works here because we're just trying to curse at everything. So here, let's just try this now. I'm going to Growl at this one first. And it got a critical hit turn 1, which is not ideal. I think we need the berry here, sorry. I didn't give a berry. But it also got a critical hit on me, so that was just kind of bad luck. But here we go, let's try once again. So here I'm going to Growl first in order to get the attack drop. Now I'm going to start cursing. 3, 4, 5, and number 6 there. We just don't want any crits. And it looks like he's a 2-hit KO from there. Easy win. Yes. Okay, we're going to go heal up because we need more curse PP. But now we can go into the Rodney fight. I'm going to save just in case. I'm not as worried about the Pidgeys though. I think we can just curse and then knock them out. So here, I'm just cursing at them. It's down to doing 2 damage per hit. Oops. We missed tackle there. But these are 2-hit KOs. Even with my misclick, I think we're fine as long as we don't get a critical hit from them. Yeah, easy win. No need for a berry there. And yeah, now we can take on Falkner, and as long as he performs just like he did with the other members of this Evo line, where he doesn't use Mud Slap, we are golden, I think. So here, I will give a berry just to be safe. I'm going to save the game, and it's Falkner time, so let's just check. We're up to 35 HP, same moveset as before. With the berry, we've got 18 attack, 18 defense, 14 in both specials, 10 in speed. Obviously, our stats are worse than Slowbro and Slowking, but not by a lot. So let's just see how this goes. So let's just find out. First things first, obviously, I want to curse as much as I can here. We're going for the +6. Right off the bat, so that nothing really does damage to us outside of a crit. Now this Pidgey should be a 2-hit KO, and it is, so we easily knock that one out. We heal up right there. Gust gets a critical hit, but we crit and one-shot his Pidgeotto with our Slowpoke. Oh god. That makes me just think, yeah, like I've been saying with this whole Evo line, if we can just get the setup off, I think we'll be fine against Rival 2 and against Bugsy. They're not really scary, in my opinion. So there we go. We have beaten the first gym with the entire Slowpoke line. Legendary. Absolutely legendary. Alright, so let's go back and see how we're doing so far. So don't worry, Slowking will come off there in a little bit. It's just the way that I calculate these things in the back end. I have to do Murkrow before I can get it to also take off Slowking, but don't worry. We can see in the past column, we have added Slowbro, Slowpoke, and of course Slowking is coming in right at the bottom of the list there. That's just because of its Pokedex number. But 78 Pokemon have beaten Falkner at this point, and the only Pokemon that has failed so far is Ponyta. Very, very interesting. Now, I'm going to do the Magnemite line first, and then we'll put... What the heck? We'll put Murkrow up against Farfetch'd and see which one is better for this section. So, starting off, we are going to get to the Magneton. I think if it knows Thundershock, it's probably okay. If it doesn't know any electric type moves, it might get wrecked. I think Magnemite's getting destroyed here. That's just my prediction. But let's see if that turns out to be true. Okay, so let's see. I believe I put these ones... Oh, I put them into the Chikorita Ball. I decided to put this one up against the Cyndaquil line since we've added the Steel type, and Steel is weak, of course, against Fire in this generation. I thought maybe it would create the most difficulty later on. We'll find out if that's actually the case or not, but I don't see any way that we would have been weak enough to Chikorita's grass type moves, you know, with the resistances, that it would make sense to do that. So yeah, we're gonna take this Magneton. Let's see how it goes. So here, oh, we have a very nice set here. We've got the Sonic Boom, Supersonic, Thundershock, and Tackle set. Very, very nice. So yeah, I think that we're going to be perfectly fine here because Sonic Boom does fixed damage, I believe. Still does fixed 20 damage, but I think Thundershock's going to be more than enough for most of these opponents. Let's see if Sonic Boom just does it here against the rival. I don't even think we need to take off the berry here. Let's just see. So here, game plan, Sonic Boom. Yeah, one shot. You know, if you got 20 HP or less, it's just going to be a one-hit KO no matter what. Super OP in the early game. And it's going to remain OP for most of this first section, I think. Just because we can guarantee the damage every time. So here, let's just heal up, just so that we can say we did. We still got the berry on from the beginning of the game. So I'm just going to save and let's check the stats here. So Magneton coming into Falkner's gym is at level 6, 23 HP. We've got Tackle, Thundershock, Supersonic, and Sonic Boom. Tons of good moves there. We've got 14 attack, 18 defense, 21 in special attack. That's very nice. The special defense doesn't matter here at 15. And we've got 15 speed. We're not going to outspeed here, but we resist Peck, so I don't think there's anything to worry about. Let's fight Honest Abe here, where I think we can just... Oh, I didn't mean to tackle him. Thundershock. Okay, it's going to be a 2-hit KO with Thundershock here. No problem. Now let's just pop right over to the Bird Keeper here. The Pidgey guy here. Let's see. He has too much HP to one-shot with Sonic Boom, but it's going to be a one-hitter anyway with Thundershock. So, oh, we get a 2-hit range here. Too bad. But we easily destroy that one. So now the question is, can we just one-shot Falkner's Pidgey? So here, just getting into the Falkner fight, the stats, we're now up to level 8. We've got 28 HP. We've got Tackle, Thundershock, Supersonic, Sonic Boom. No change to the moveset there, sorry. Popped out. But now we should outspeed with 19 speed against the Pidgey. We've got 26 special attack, 17 attack, 22 defense. I think we have a decent shot here. At most, we're going to get one Mud Slap here, so I think we're good to go. Let's just see. So here, Pidgey comes out, and I'm going Thundershock the whole way. That is a one-hit KO. Now we move on to Pidgeotto. It Mud Slaps me, but it's looking like a 2-hit KO. We just need the second Thundershock to hit. Oh my god, we missed. Jerk. We were so close too. Okay. So here, first Pidgey, let's try again. Thundershock, one-shots, good. And now we're just gonna Thundershock here. We are slower, but we get the second Thundershock. Oh, it's a speed tie, in fact. Okay, but the Thundershock does it. Second time's the charm. We managed to take down Falkner. That was easy. And given that Bugsy's Scyther is a flying type Pokemon, don't think we're gonna have trouble there. Thundershock and Supersonic should be enough for Rival 2's Ghastly. And, I mean, the Cyndaquil, I think we can probably, you know, it's going to be Quilava by then, but even a couple of Sonic Booms probably does it in. I think we're golden in that next fight too. So, there we go. We get through. We don't have to worry about any more Mud Slaps for a while. That is awesome. Magneton, you absolute beast. Level 9, 31 HP. up to 18 attack, 25 defense, 29 special attack, 20 special defense, 20 speed. Really not too bad. Now it's just time to find out, can Magnemite finish what Magneton started? If it can, then we're going to be really feeling good here. And we're going to go ahead and pick up our Magnemite here, starting off with only tackle here, but that's fine. Let's just see, as long as we can beat Rival 1, we should be good to go. So yeah, let's go ahead and I'm just going to stick with what I got, but let's fight Rival 1. Here he's going to come out with the Cyndaquil, but it only knows what Leer and Tackle, and it's only doing 1 damage per hit because we resist the move. So I don't think there's any need to do anything other than just, you know, spam Tackle here and win. Easy game. Nice. 69 experience, very nice. So here, let's save the game. Let's go ahead and fight the youngster here, where there's nothing to do other than just spam Tackle, obviously. He can't really do anything to us. So, you know, it's a 4-hit KO, but we level up there. We get Thundershock. Thundershock, I think, is stronger. We've got better special attack, and we paralyze him, and we knock him out. There we go. So youngster Mikey, again, he's no problem. He's never a problem. When was youngster Mikey a problem for anybody other than Tentacool? So now we've made it to Falkner's gym. We still haven't used our berry, so let's just check the stats. We're at level 6. We've got 20 HP, Tackle and Thundershock. We learned Thundershock at level 6. Now we have 11 attack, 15 defense, 18 special attack, 13 special defense, 12 speed. We're not going to have speed anything in here, but I think it's fine. We've got the defense, and the special attack with Thundershock should just do the job. So here, let's just go ahead and get into this fight. I'm just going to swap Thundershock into the top slot. Peck is completely useless here. We easily knock that one out. Get to level 7. We'll fight against the God Rod himself. We're just going to sit here and go ahead and just spam. Alright, back to it. Sorry about that. I just deleted a bunch of stuff off my hard drive so that I could keep going here. Alright, so our time is going to be a little bit higher than it actually should be, but here we are. Magnemite up against Falkner. Oops, I should reset here just so that we can actually see our stats really quickly. Going in, we're obviously going to be weaker than Magneton. I need to heal up too. We've got 24 HP at level 8. Thundershock and Tackle, we're obviously only using Thundershock here. We've got 13 attack, 18 defense, 22 special attack, 16 special defense, 15 in speed. We might be 2-hitting the Pidgey here, if I had to guess, but let's just see how it goes. Here, let's just pop a potion very quickly so that we heal up. And there we go. Falkner time. Go. So here, we're just going to hold down the A button on Thundershock. We do outspeed and one-shot the first Pidgey. So now it's just about Pidgeotto. Mudslap does about 10 HP of damage there. We survive that hit. We need Thundershock to hit though, and we missed. So we just need the 2 Thundershocks to hit on Pidgeotto and we win. Falkner being a bit of a troll here, but this should work out eventually. Again, one shot on the Pidgey. Critical hit could also get the job done, I'm willing to bet. Okay, but there the Thundershock lands, so it took 5 attempts, but we get through just fine. Get to level 9, and nothing else is going to be using ground-type moves for quite a while, I think, so I think we're good to go. You know, ground just being 4 times super effective is really the Achilles heel there, but not too bad. Alright, and that should have done it, so now let's just see. There we go. We're down to only actually 7 challengers remaining. Slowking is already gone. We just can't take it off till we do Murkrow. But yeah, Magnemite and Magneton joined the winners list. 80 to 48. We're doing amazingly here. Like, this is great. Let me just double check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. So yeah, we're doing fine, I think. But let's just see. Let's see if
how Farfetch'd and Murkrow face off against each other. We'll start off with Murkrow and just go from there. Let's just see. I think these Pokemon really come down to what their starting moves are, but I think they at least start with Peck. Farfetch'd I know has pretty good physical attack. Murkrow, I'm not so sure about its stats. Okay, so Murkrow time. We jumped over this Pokemon earlier just because I wanted to do Slowking with its evolutionary line. Something that I'll do here and there. It's the reason why I've skipped over Espeon and Umbreon at this point. I want to do all the evolutions together in one go. I think that's a lot more interesting because then we get some more direct comparisons between the evolutions. That'll come in a later episode, obviously, when we get to Eevee in the Pokedex. Like, obviously, if we went up against Chikorita line, we'd have super effective moves. That would make no sense whatsoever. So instead, we're going to go up against the Totodile line. I just think it has the greater attack output early on, at least. So more likelihood to be difficult. So here we're starting out with only Peck with Murkrow, but at least that is a same type move, which means we should do decent damage here. So let's get out of here now. We can get the word that things are going down south. Let's just go straight in and try to fight our rival. I'm going to just save the game right here. Murkrow, let's see what you got, buddy. So here, we're pecking. Looks like we're faster. We get a nice critical hit there. Easy win against Rival 1. So, making it to Falkner's gym with Murkrow. We are here at level 7. So we are in the medium slow level up group, I believe. And that means that we get one more level coming in here. We've got 27 HP. We only know Peck. We've got the berry. We've got 19 attack, 13 defense, 19 special attack, 13 special defense, 20 in speed. I think we outspeed against the first Spearow here. Let's see how this goes. So here I'm going to lead off with Peck, obviously. It looks like a 4-hitter here. Now, he's got us in like a 3-hit KO range. Berry activated, but we easily won that fight. Now we're resistant, or we're immune, I should say, to Mud Slap. So I think that Falkner's going to be easy. Let's just find out, though. So save the game right here. Let's check our stats. Murkrow coming in. We're at level 9. We've got 32 HP. We're dark flying, of course. So I think we're going to pick up Pursuit at the end of this fight, or maybe midway through this fight. I'm not sure. But we've got Peck as our only attacking move right now. We've got 23 attack, 15 defense, 23 special attack, 15 special defense, 24 speed. We're going to outspeed the whole team. That attack stat is looking pretty good. And I don't think we're too worried about tackle from the Pidgey, so let's just go. Here, let's just start by pecking. And this looks like a 2 or 3 hit KO range there. It's a 3-hitter. Level up to level 10. Now on Pidgeotto. Looks to be maybe a 3-hit KO here. It is. We easily win. We get to level 11. We learn Pursuit. And yeah, this Pokemon's going to do just fine in the next gym. Bugsy is going to have no answers for this pecking Murkrow, especially with good speed that it has. And, you know, Peck will work against a Ghastly for some reason. So we're fine there. But we also know Pursuit. So we've got that stab move that does not look super strong, but in cases where both moves are neutrally effective, Pursuit is the way to go. But yeah, Murkrow, nice. Nice. I like that. So now it's time to see if Farfetch'd can match what Murkrow's done. Let's just find out. Okay, so once again, I've decided to go up here against the Totodile line. I just think Chikorita's way too easy. Again, we start with Peck, same sort of thing. We're a physical attacker, clearly. We don't really learn special attacks, so that makes sense. Yeah, we're just going to try to get through this section as quick as we can, because I don't think we're going to have any troubles in the early game. Let's start off against Rival 1. I don't even think we need to save. Let's just go in and start attacking. Okay, we outspeed. Peck is doing decent damage here. It's a 4-hit KO. Well, the berry does activate on this one, though. It's because he actually hit Leer. He missed a Leer on Murkrow, which meant Murkrow could just tank the damage easily. Here he hit the Leer. Too bad. We've healed up. I'm going to give a berry just to be safe here. because we are actually slower than the Spearow here. Let's check the tail of the tape. We're at level 6. We've got 24 HP. We only know Peck. We've got the berry. We've got 14 attack, 13 defense, 13 special attack, 14 special defense, 14 speed. So all around just worse than Murkrow. But let's see if it works. We're going to try here. We're going to start by Peckin here. Peck did 8 damage to us. And it's looking to be a 5-hitter. So we actually need a critical hit here, I think, in order to get through. We have to score 1 critical hit on this Spearow and not get any critical hits back. That time it did 7 damage. Oh, we get the critical hit there. There we go. So we do manage to beat Honest Abe. And we can heal up with a berry right there. Let's go into the next fight. Let's see if we need a berry here or not. I'm gonna save and just try Rodney Dangerfield one time. Here, it looks like a 3-hit KO here on the Pidgey. Nice. And here, he's not doing that much damage. So yeah, we get through that just fine. No berry needed. Now we can go ahead and heal up. I'm going to give the berry for the fight against Falkner. This is a little scary. We probably need to hit everything. We might need critical hits here. I'm not sure. Let's check the tail of the tape, though. We've only gotten here to level 8 in this one. We're 1 level lower than Murkrow. We've got 29 HP. Peck and Sand Attacks. We can use Sand Attack strats if we want to. We've got 18 attack, 16 defense, 16 special attack, 17 special defense, 17 in speed. The specials don't really matter here. But yeah, the lower speed does mean that we're going to be slower than Pidgeotto, at least at this point. Maybe if we level up mid-fight, we'll match it in speed. I'm not sure. But let's try. Falkner time. So, starting off here against the Pidgey, I'm just going to peck it. It's going to be a 3-hitter here. We're going to get through in green health, so that's fine. Gust does 7 damage. Okay. 7 to 8 damage. Ooh. We're going to need to use some accuracy strats there on the Pidgeotto, or the Pidgeotto, yeah. Okay, so we get through there. It's basically the same as if we hadn't even used the sand attacks. Okay. Okay, get a nice miss there. Nice miss there. Nice miss there. Nice miss there. Oh, another miss. No crit. Come on. And there we go. We finally get through. Man, that was hard. 7 attempts to get through that. That requires so much accuracy luck to get through with Farfetch'd. But we do get through. We're at level 9 now. I don't think Bugsy's gym will be hard. So there is that. We're going to learn Leer via level up in this next section. Don't know if we'll get the Fury attack for a while. But I honestly think this Pokemon's run is going to end at Whitney, unfortunately. I just don't see much way that we get through there. Maybe some accuracy strats allow us to get through, but it's probably not looking too good, if I had to guess. Otherwise, I mean, we might have to go return strats there and just see what that actually turns into. Excuse me. Yeah. Just saying, headbutt strats? Headbutt as a stab move could be decent if we outspeed there, but Miltank's pretty fast, so yeah. Alright, well that does it for Farfetch'd. So let's just check the tail of the tape coming out. We're at level 9. See that little animation there. Ooh, nice. But yeah, we're coming in level 9. We're at 31 HP. We've got Peck and Sand Attack into the next section. 19 attack, 17 defense, 18 special attack, 19 special defense, 18 speed. I think that Bugsy's going to be perfectly fine. I do not know if Whitney's going to be fine, though. So that's something to wait and find out. But for now, Farfetch'd does it. He gets the save. Very nice. Can just see the top of Rod's head there. That's kind of funny to me. But let me update on the back end and see our progress. Alright, so with Farfetch'd done, we can now look back at our progress so far. We've got 82 Pokemon through. We've got Murkrow joining the ranks. Farfetch'd joins the ranks, but Farfetch'd was pretty darn hard. Now we've got to try Dodrio and Doduo. I think they're also going to be Peck users, but they might just have a shot here. Let's find out. Alright, so here we've got Dodrio coming in. What do we start with Dodrio? Ooh, we start with a lot. Peck, Growl, Pursuit, and Fury Attack. Okay, Fury Attack is a same type move. If it hits 3 or more times, it is stronger than anything else. That's kind of interesting. It's only 85% accurate though. Now we have a massive attack stat with 17 to start the game, so I think we're going to be in pretty good shape here. Let's just see how this goes though. Let's just fight our rival here. Let's see how this goes. So I say, let's use some Fury Attack here, because if it hits multiple times, it's technically our strongest move. There we go. Nice. So, Fury Attack, 3 Fury Attacks was enough to take down the Totodile. No problem at all. And now, let's just go ahead, talk to the police here. Just gonna tell them we know nothing. I don't know a thing. It's not like you guys do anything about it anyway. Oh, Pokemon police, kind of useless. It's always our heroes that have to do all the work. Come on. You know, they let Team Rocket just do whatever. They're just like, Team Rocket. Oh, man. All right, so we have made it to Falkner's gym. Let's check the tail of the tape here. We're coming in at level 6 with Dodrio. We've got 25 HP. Peck, Growl, Pursuit, and Fury Attack. And we've come in with 20 attack, 15 defense, 14 in both the specials, 18 in speed. We're not going to outspeed the first Spearow, unfortunately. But I still think we get through this. We've got the berry on just in case. Let's go ahead and fight. Good old Honestabe here. I'm going to go for Fury Attack here, because if it hits 3 or more times, it is the strongest move on our moveset. So yeah, we take that down in 2 turns only. Alright, so here we just heal up, save the game. We haven't even used the berry we came in with. See the stats as we go into Falkner. We're up to level 8 now. We've got 30 HP. Same moveset as before, but now 25 attack, 18 defense, 17 in both specials, 23 in speed. We're going to outspeed the whole team here. I think we're good to go. Save the game and fight Falkner. Here, I'm going to lead off with Fury Attack, because if it does a nice like 4 or 5 hitter, we would take this down in a single turn. Okay, now on to Pidgeotto. I'm going to do the same thing, because if we just get a good long multi-hitter, we can just do that. Easy win. No need to even use berries. Get to level 9. Dodrio. He's got it. 3 heads are better than 1. Come on. And now I think we probably learn Mud Slap, don't we? So we're going to be slapping in the next section. We should get Swift as well, which will be a same type move. So that will be an upgrade. Definitely better than a move like Fury Attack, because 1 Swift is like 4 hits from Fury Attack. So it's far more consistent. We'll get Rage as we level up, but we'll also learn Tri Attack at level 21. That could be useful. We'll learn Fly at some point, so we'll have a better flying move, but I think we hold out for Drill Peck here. Yeah, this could be a good one as we go through the run. We'll just have to see. But for now, Dodrio, Legend. Let's try Doduo, see if it can do the same thing or not. And it's time for Doduo. Okay, so we've got Peck, we've got Growl. That is our starting moveset. Let's see if this is going to be enough or not. Again, we've got decent attack, decent speed, but not a whole lot else. Okay, so cool. We're ready to go on down and fight Rival 1. We're weaker, so I'm going to keep the berry on in this one. Let's just save the game here. Let's go ahead and fight Rival 1 here. So, our Doduo, we're just going to use... I'm going to Growl once, just to be safe. And now just start pecking. Yeah, I think without a Leer, he just doesn't have any shot there. We easily win. Cool. But we don't level up yet. We're going to level up against youngster Mikey. Go into the gym at level 6. But this is one where berries are going to be far more important, I think. But let's find out. We're coming in level 6. We've only got 22 HP. We've got Peck and Growl, so that's fine. We've got 17 attack, 12 defense, 11 in both specials, 15 in speed. In fact, we might be more like Spearow here. Let's just see if we can manage to at least get a range that allows us to win here against Honest Abe. Alright, so here, first things first. Let's just try it all-out attack first. Oh, that did 13 damage with the Peck. Oh, it was a critical hit, okay. I think a non-critical hit allows us to get through, so let's just try that again. Okay, he's doing 7 damage per hit there without a crit. And there we go. We do get through. We survive on 1 HP there. So the berry is absolutely massive in that fight. So cool. We can now move on. Here it's time to go to Falkner. Gonna save the game very quickly. Let's go ahead and give a berry. Let's check the stats. Level 8 for Doduo coming in here against Falkner. We've got 26 HP, Peck and Growl. We've got 21 attack, 14 defense, 13 both specials, 19 in speed. We're in a speed tie right now with the Pidgeotto. We will outspeed against the Pidgey. I think Pidgey's going to be a 3-hit KO here though. So let's just see how this goes. I'm going to start off by just trying to go all in on attack. That's the first strategy every time. So yeah, this Pidgey is clearly a 3-hit KO. It's doing 5 damage per hit to me. Here we are in the speed tie here. And it's looking to be a 4 or 5 hit KO there. So it could come down to speed rolls there, but we might want to use Growl in order to get more turns. Here, obviously if we could critical hit the Pidgey, we'd be in even better shape, but let's go for 1 Growl here. Okay, we get the Growl off. That gets it down to doing 6 damage per hit. Oh, and then he gets a critical hit. Are you kidding me? It's doing 6 to 7 damage per hit there after the Growl. Alright. If we didn't get that critical hit from him, I think we would have been fine. He gets some miss from the Pidgey. That's very nice. Okay. Here, I am going to growl at this Pidgeotto. So, there we get a critical hit on it. Now let's just win some speed ties. There we go, we get another crit, so we actually win. We level up, we learn Pursuit. That's not an easy fight with Doduo. Keep in mind, this is a max DV's Doduo. This is the strongest possible Doduo. At level 6, coming in at level 8. We leveled up to level 9. And we should learn Mud Slap here. We should learn Swift in the next section. I think we've got decent chances. We've got Peck, Growl, and Pursuit on our moveset right now. And yeah, 23 attack, 16 defense, 14 in both specials, 21 in speed. I think we're just fine against Bugsy. It just comes down to rival number 2. We don't have any weaknesses there, so I think we'll do pretty well. It might be a little inconsistent with some statuses and whatnot. We'll just have to see. But yeah, Doduo's set to go for the next section. And like I've said with other flying Pokemon, I think they're really going to struggle when we get to Whitney. The rollouts are going to be the issue. We're just going to have to see if we can get through there. But for now, this Pokemon has gotten through. And we can add both Dodrio and Doduo to the winners list. Alright, so we've got 3 Pokemon left, Misdreavus, Wobbuffet, and Girafarig, but so far, everything other than Ponyta has succeeded in this section. So once again, we're kind of seeing like Pokemon with good same type moves, Pokemon that are immune to Mud Slap do pretty darn well. You know, even Magnemite, the fact that it got access to Thundershock allowed it eventually to get through there because it could just one-shot the Pidgey. And then it just needed 2 hits on Pidgeotto. So as long as an electric type gets electric type moves, Falkner's not really a big deal with max DVs at least. All right, so the last 3 Pokemon coming in are the most interesting, I would say. Misdreavus, as I believe a pure ghost type. I don't know what it's going to start with. If it starts with something like Psywave, this could be terrible. Granted, it won't be possible to hit it with normal type moves, so that is an advantage. But it might just get wrecked by Honest Abe. Let's find out. Okay, so I think I put Misdreavus here. Yes, I did. In the Totodile Ball, we'll go up against the Chikorita line. I do not know what our moveset is to start, though. This is kind of interesting. Growl and Psywave. Ooh. Psywave strats are going to be weird. We could do like up to, I think, 7 or 8 damage. Or we could do like 1 damage. Oh, man. So the advantage we have is that Rival 1 shouldn't be able to even hit us. So we should just be able to win that fight 100% of the time. And things like Growl mean nothing to us because, you know, we're going to always just be able to hit random amounts of damage based on Psywave. Psywave is such a terrible move, though. So we learn Spite at level 6, Confuse Ray at level 12. We'll learn Psybeam all the way up at level 27. Oh man, we do learn Headbutt, so we will get that TM. And we learned Swift, so we'll get that TM. But we gotta get through Falkner first. This ain't looking too good, guys. Spite could be useful in some spots, I guess, but let's fight Rival 1. Let's just see. Right here, we're coming in. Growl is pretty much useless. We're just going Psywave and just dealing random amounts of damage. He's just using Growl because Tackle can't affect us. So there, we easily win the first fight. That's nice. So here, we've made it to Falkner's gym with Misdreavus. We're at level 6. We've got 25 HP. We know Psywave, Growl, and Spite. We've got 14 attack, 14 defense, 17 in both specials, 17 in speed. We're not going to outspeed against Honest Abe here. We're either hoping for really good ranges with Psywave, or we might have to go Spite plays and try to use up all of his PP. I'm not sure. Not sure if that's even possible, but let's find out. I'm going to try to just use Psywave. It misses the first 2 and the first 3. Now we finally hit, and it did very little damage. We needed more hits than that, and we're probably needing really good ranges with it when it does hit. Oh man, we need to do more than 1 damage here. But okay, so let's try. I just want to see Spite here. And it's just not reducing the PP by enough that we would ever get him to run out of Peck PP, I don't think. Like, don't get me wrong, I could cheese my way through this with Game Hook just because I've already won, but I think it's kind of informative to see just how bad this fight is. You know, again and again. Like, winning this fight is pretty darn lucky. We get a critical hit right off the bat. Oh god. So we'll get 4 hits here. Well, if he doesn't crit twice in the same fight. My god. Okay, we finally get through once again there. Level up to level 7, but yeah, that is a tough fight against Honest Abe there. Okay, so here we can save the game this time. Now let's go fight the God Rod, who, again, he cannot hit us. So really, I think we just go Psywave here as many times as we can hit it. And then, I mean, eventually we're going to have to struggle here. We just prefer to at least knock out one Pidgey with Psywave at least, so that we can just have enough HP to get through the second one when we get to struggle strats. Okay, so we run out of PP there. Here we're going to just spam Spite. We've already got very low accuracy. It's going to have to use all its tackles against us, so I think we will be able to get to struggle without too much issue. Okay, so now Growl. Yeah, he's using tackle against me. I'm growling at him to lower his attack. So hopefully we'll land enough growls that his tackles do basically nothing. And then we're hoping that we can land, or that his struggles do nothing. And then hopefully we can land enough of our own struggles to knock him out. Okay. So yeah, we've lowered his attack all the way down. We're just trying to waste turns here. I think he gets to struggle first, but he's only doing 1 damage and he's taking 1 damage each time too. So as long as we have more HP, which we do, we should just eventually win. And when we hit struggle, we're just going to do more damage to him. So yeah, there we go. Cool. So Godrod cannot beat us. I was right. It's just very tedious to get through that fight. Okay. So now it's time to go and fight against Falkner here. I think we're going to use some Spite in order to reduce the damage or the number of mud slaps that he can use. So let's save the game here. Let's check the stats. Misdreavus coming in level 8. We've got 30 HP. Psywave, Growl, and Spite. We've got 17 attack, 17 defense, 21 in both specials, 21 in speed. We will outspeed here on the first Pidgey. So here I'm going to lead off with a Growl to reduce its damage output with the Mud Slap. Now I'm trying to use Spite to reduce the PP of Mud Slap. Okay, and now it's out of PP and Mud Slap, so that is exactly what I was aiming for. Now, we're going for Psywave the whole way here. Obviously, Tackle cannot affect me. Oh my god, Psywave. You suck so bad. We couldn't hit a single Psywave there. So now we're stuck just growling like crazy at this one, trying to get it down to doing basically no damage against me. And I'm going to end up having to struggle in this fight. We're just going to have to see if it turns out to be enough or not. It's on such low health that I think this will be fine. When it starts struggling, it's only got, what, 8 HP left? I think it's only going to do 1 damage per hit when it struggles. Okay, yeah. So it's gonna basically slowly knock itself out. Cool. Here, I'm going for Growl on this one. He's using Gust, of course. Now I'm going for Spite. I'm trying to reduce the PP of its move as much as possible. I do not know that this fight is even possible for Misdreavus, because we need so much luck here. Like, Psywave does such random damage anyway. Okay. Okay, we knock out Pidgey there. Pidgeotto comes out. Get the Growl turn 1. Get the Growl turn 2. Now we heal. Okay, that was a good Psy Wave. That was not a good Psy Wave. Okay, we've got one more Psy Wave. And we get it finally. Okay, that took 18 attempts at Falkner. Oh, man. Obviously, the DVs matter only for defense here. They don't matter for anything else. I guess maybe speed, but yeah. This fight, terrible. Terrible, but we do level up to level 10 there. We will get Swift inside of Union Cave, so we'll at least have a move that's not completely random. Man, oh man. That was rough. So, yeah. Misdreavus does manage to beat Falkner on minimum battles. It is terrible to do so, even on max DVs. We're at level 10. We got 35 HP. We used up all the Psy Waves. We needed that last one to hit and hit good. We finally got it. Man, the growls on the Pidgeotto were used in order to get its damage into a range that was more manageable. Spite, super important on the Pidgey to stop the mud slaps. We come out with 20 attack, 20 defense, 25 specials, and 25 in speed. We need to get some special attacks and quick with this Pokemon. But I do think we have a chance against Bugsy. It's just going to come down to getting some better moves. We can obviously Spite to stop Fury Cutter. I think that's a strategy, is just to get it so that he can't use Fury Cutter anymore, and then we can pretty easily win there, I think. You know, we'll have, I think I said before, we'll have Swift, so we'll at least have a move that actually does, you know, damage without having to just rely purely on luck. So yeah, let's just see how the next section goes, but for now, Misdreavus, you got it, buddy. Now let's move on to Wobbuffet. Let's just see. I'm going to do these last 3 just in quick succession. Wobbuffet, go. Wobbuffet, we're coming in. Right here, we're going to go up against the Chikorita line. We start with Counter, Mirror Coat, Safeguard, and Destiny Bond. I don't know how all these moves work. So I'm going to test out some moves that I don't know the effects of here. So let's just find out what these are. So stats wise, okay, we've got level 5, 35 HP. We're Psychic type. We know Counter, Mirror Coat, Safeguard, Destiny Bond. 8 attack, 11 defense, 8 special attack, 10 special defense, 8 speed. Let's just save the game here. Let's start off against our rival here. I just want to test some things. So, Destiny Bond. Trying to take my opponent with me. Safeguard, covered by a veil. Counter is going to work just fine here. As long as it's tackling, we'll just counter it. Easy win, cool. Wobbuffet, no problem. No problem there. So here, we're going to save the game. Let's go ahead and get into the Honest Abe fight. So we're coming in level 6. We've got 40 HP. That's massive HP. We've got 20 PP and counter. That should be enough, assuming that it works against flying type moves. Gen 1 it would not, but maybe here in Gen 2 it's fixed. But we've got Counter, Mirror Coat, Safeguard, and Destiny Bond. I think Destiny Bond's worthless in a solo challenge, if I understand it correctly. We've got 10 attack, 13 defense, 10 special attack, 13 special defense, 10 speed. We're not outspeeding, that's not the point. We're going purely for the counter strats here. Let's see. So Abe comes out. Counter does work against flying type moves. That's nice. Okay. So here we can just pop a potion. Let's pop up here and fight against this trainer, where the God Rod should have no chance against us because we're just going to counter everything he does. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. He tackles, that's fine. We've got a berry on. Okay, easy win. No problem whatsoever there. So now I'm going to just go ahead and heal up. Let's save the game here. Let's get into the Falkner fight. So let's check our stats here. We're coming in at level 8. We've got 51 HP. Same moveset. We've got 13 in attack, 17 in defense, now only 12 in special attack, 16 in special defense. So our specials are a little bit lower, it seems. We've got 13 speed. Here, we're going to give a berry for sure here and save the game. And now let's just see if we can beat Falkner, starting off with just counter strats. Let's just find out. He goes Tackle, which is allowing us to do decent damage back, so this is fine. Now on to the Pidgeotto. Gust, critical hit, almost allows us to one-hit it in return. And there we go, we easily win with Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet, not bad here. I'm sure it will reach a point where it gets difficult. I'm assuming there will be spots where we're going to have to guess whether we need to use Mirror Coat or Counter. And that's where it's really going to get hard. But for now, level 9, 56 HP, moveset's unchanged, 14 attack, 18 defense, 14 special attack, 18 special defense, 14 speed. There must be a kind of rounding on the stats there, because they seem like they're meant to be pretty balanced, with low attacks and higher defenses and low speed, but the speed doesn't really matter when you're using counter strats. But yeah, we're just going to have to see how that Pokemon goes. I'm not sure. And we're going to have to learn like what move works against what as we go through the game. But yeah, Wobbuffet, done and done. There we go. So last one is Girafarig, our final Pokemon for this set. I'm very interested to see how do we do. All right, so let's pop right up here. Let's get our Girafarig. Let's see what moves we start out with. So we are a normal Psychic type with Tackle, Growl, Confusion, and Stomp. Okay, that's a pretty amazing set, honestly, at the start of the game. Stomp can obviously cause flinches. Psychic is a same type special move. Looks like our special attack is slightly higher than our physical attack, but still, Stomp should be pretty good in a lot of spots. You know, if we can stomp on things, especially if we outspeed, then we'll be able to possibly flinch them and get through, and they should both be same type moves. So that's pretty incredible. Alright, let's save the game. Let's go ahead and fight rival number 1. I'm going to stomp him, I think. Here, I think stomp in the first slot is the way to go. Yeah, look at that. Just a nice 2-hitter with Stomp. Alright, so coming into Falkner's gym, we're at level 6 with Girafarig. We've got 26 HP. We've got Stomp, Confusion, Growl, and Tackle. Tackle's kind of useless because we've got Stomp. We've got 16 attack, 14 defense, 17 special attack, 14 special defense, 17 speed. We're not going to outspeed in this first fight, but I think it's fine. I think I'm just stomping the whole way. See if Honest Abe keeps us honest or not. Stomp is a 2-hit KO there. Easy game. We level up to level 7. We can heal with a potion. Let's go stomp on more birds. Oh, this guy. The God Rod didn't know what's coming. The double stomp on your pigeon. Oh, man. Easy win. So here I'm just going to potion up, save the game. We're going into Falkner. Let's just recheck the stats here on Falkner. We're level 8, 31 HP, same moves. I think we just used Stomp the whole way, honestly. And 20 attack, 18 defense, 22 special attack, 18 special defense, 21 in speed. I don't think that 2-point difference in special attack versus attack makes up for the fact that Stomp is so much more powerful. So yeah, let's just try this. Here, let's stomp on the pigeon. Easy 2-hitter. Now the Pidgeotto comes out. We're just stomping on it too. Who would have thought that you could come in here and stomp on birds like this with the giraffe, but we did. Oh god. Girafarig legend. Absolute beast. So here, let's go ahead and just check the stats after beating Falkner. We're level 9. We've got 34 HP. Stomp, Confusion, Growl, and Tackle I think is perfectly fine for the next section. We might replace Tackle with something just because Tackle's kind of useless. 22 attack, 19 defense, 24 special attack, 19 special defense, 23 speed. When we get to Rival 2, we'll definitely be using Confusion on the Ghastly and the Zubat. I think we just stomp everything else in the next section. I mean, maybe we Confusion on Bugsy's Kakuna, but that's about it. This is going to be an easy first section of the game for sure. So there we go. Girafarig gets through. All 3 of the final Pokemon do get through, so let me just update the back end and then we'll go from there. Alright, so with Girafarig done, it's time to see how we did on today's run. We're up to 87 Pokemon getting through Falkner. We only failed today with 1 Pokemon, and that was Ponyta. If Ponyta had had access to Ember, it would have gotten through. Tackle and Growl just weren't enough. It just wasn't enough to be able to get through that section. Again, a lot of these Pokemon that are fails could get through with absolutely insane luck, like crazy critical hits, you know, just like perfect play, but like also perfect RNG. You got to remember, we're doing this on max DVs, the strongest possible version of these Pokemon. So while I know a couple of these, especially earlier Pokemon, we might want to come back and retech, Venusaur in particular, most of these Pokemon that failed were failing no matter what we did. They had berries, they had reasonable chances, tons of attempts, and they just didn't get through. So just keep that in mind. Like, I know a lot of people think, you know, probably don't pay attention to the attempts counter in the bottom right, so they don't realize how many attempts I've actually taken with these Pokemon. And I always go in with a set kind of style. I go in first, just going for all-out attack. Then I try to use some of my status debuffs or status buffs. Then I try to do a mixture of the two, just trying to see if I can get the maximum number of turns in order to hit my opponent, for example, when I'm using Growl. If using 1 Growl doesn't increase the number of turns that you have to hit them, it doesn't matter that you used Growl on them. You're just making no difference on the fight. And because they really reduce debuff moves so much, like Ponyta, we want to use Growl, it just doesn't do enough. And the fact that we end up, of course, getting mud slapped and things like that, it's just impossible. So with that being said, we did manage to get through with 13 of 14 challengers, which is just absolutely ridiculous. We're all the way up to 87 Pokemon through. It's basically 2-1 at this point, getting through versus not getting through, which is ridiculous. And even a lot of Pokemon that you would have thought might struggle didn't. Just didn't. Misdreavus was terrible. Farfetch'd was pretty terrible. But everything else was pretty darn easy in this one. Gotta say, really not terribly bad. I guess Doduo was kind of you know. But yeah, everything else, amazing. Let's move on to next week's list. The challengers. We got the Seal line, the Grimer line, the Shelder line. We've got the Ghastly line coming up. I think the Ghastly line doesn't start off with any moves that can actually hit. We're going to have to test struggle strats there, I think. That's going to be pretty insane. Like, I think we can go Spite and then into Struggle, for example, but we're going to be testing struggle strats there the whole time because that's the only way I think we get through there. We've got Onix coming up. I've already mentioned that I tried to use the in-game trade Onix way back in the day. You trade a Bellsprout for an Onix. I don't remember that working. I remember getting wrecked, but maybe I'm better here. Maybe I have max DVs and it will make the difference. Then we've got the Fortress line, the Pineco Fortress. That's going to be interesting. We've got Dunsparce, then Gligar, and we've got Steelix. I went up to Steelix since we're running Onix. I want to run Steelix and Onix in the same one. It's going to be very interesting to see how Mudslap affects them, but Steelix is obviously such a massive improvement over Onix And they both should get to Falkner. It's just a question of how they do on Falkner against those mud slaps. Anyway, that does it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. We are all the way up to like 840 subs, which is insane. Trying to get to 1K, guys. You know, I've started channel memberships. I was able to do that finally at about 700 subs. They gave me the email saying that we can launch channel memberships. So if you're interested, I appreciate the support. It takes a lot of time to make these videos. These are probably like 3 to 4 hours a piece with all the gameplay. But yeah, otherwise, when we get to 1,000, we can monetize the channel. It will take nothing from you guys, especially if you've already got YouTube Premium. You won't see any difference. But if you do join channel memberships, there will be ad-free videos, same as I do over in RBY Pokemon Challenges. So you guys just, you know, enjoy the content however you want. It's just a big goal for me. Get to 1,000. Let's get there. Anyway, guys, appreciate you. Sorry for the low energy today. Still recovering from surgery, but had to get back to the grind for you. So let's keep this going. Next episode, tell me your predictions for the 15 challengers. See you then, guys. Later.